Cancer, you can't ignore this. A message the universe is repeating until you listen. Cancer, this isn't accidental, and it's not subtle anymore. You felt it in your chest before you could explain it in words. That quiet emotional pressure, that sense that something familiar no longer feels safe in the same way. You can keep nurturing, you can keep giving understanding, you can keep telling yourself, this will pass if I just stay patient. But deep down, you already know something is asking for your attention now. This message is about the emotion you've been holding instead of expressing, the boundary you keep softening because you don't want to hurt anyone, the truth your heart recognizes instantly, even when your mind tries to protect everyone else. The universe isn't trying to overwhelm you, it's trying to protect you. And the longer you ignore what you feel, the heavier your emotional world becomes. This is happening now because an emotional pattern is ready to end. A situation you've been tolerating is asking for honesty. What you feel now prevents repeating the same emotional cycle later. Cancer, you are built for care. But this time, care must include you. This is not emotional chaos, it's emotional clarity. Because once you allow yourself to fully feel what's been rising, you won't be able to pretend it doesn't matter anymore. Love, when your heart carries too much. In love, Cancer, something has been quietly weighing on you. If you're in a relationship, you may feel emotionally present, but not fully supported. Like you understand your partner deeply, but your own needs remain unspoken or unmet. You may feel emotionally invested while carrying the emotional load alone, like you're the safe place, but don't always feel safe yourself, loved but not fully nurtured. You've told yourself love means patience, that caring deeply requires sacrifice, that holding space is part of who you are, but your heart has been asking a braver question. Who holds me when I'm tired of being strong? If you're single, the message is just as strong. You may be attracting people who lean on your empathy, but struggle to show up emotionally in return. The universe is asking you to stop pouring love into places that cannot hold it. Love is not meant to feel like quiet emotional loneliness. It's meant to feel mutual. What you can't ignore now. Real love does not require emotional self-abandonment. You don't need to overgive to earn connection. Protecting your heart does not make you cold. It makes you wise. This isn't about closing off. It's about choosing emotional reciprocity. Career and money, when emotional security meets reality. Cancer, this is where emotional pressure meets practicality. You may feel torn between what feels safe and what feels right, between loyalty and growth, between staying where you're needed and stepping into something new. You might be staying in a role out of emotional attachment, overworking because you feel responsible for outcomes, afraid that change could disrupt your sense of security. This is not weakness. This is emotional investment outgrowing its container. Financially, this is a moment of reassessment. Money energy is asking you to separate worth from guilt. You are allowed to want more without feeling selfish. You may be standing at the edge of a shift toward emotional independence, a decision that prioritizes your well-being, or a realization that security must include fulfillment. The universe is asking you gently, are you choosing safety or stability that supports your growth? Once you choose yourself with honesty, support begins to appear in unexpected ways. The core message, why this can't be ignored. Cancer, this moment is about emotional truth, not emotional overload, not emotional suppression, but emotional self-respect. You're not being asked to harden. You're being asked to protect your energy. What you acknowledge now prevents emotional burnout, repeating relationships where you give more than you receive, carrying responsibility that was never yours. The moment you honor what you feel, your intuition strengthens, your emotions settle, your inner world feels safer again. You can't ignore this because it's the moment you stop carrying everyone else and start carrying yourself with care. Closing, when sensitivity becomes strength. Cancer, you weren't meant to pour endlessly without refill. You weren't meant to stay silent to keep peace. You weren't meant to shrink your needs to remain loved. This message keeps returning because you are ready now, ready to protect your heart without guilt, ready to choose reciprocity over sacrifice, ready to feel safe inside yourself again. You can't ignore this because it's guiding you toward emotional security that truly supports you. Trust your feelings, honor your boundaries, and know that when you choose emotional truth, the universe responds with protection.